Hi, everyone. Welcome back to RPC-5, Real People Confidential, 5 minutes, where you're going to hear from everyone to Hollywood, to homeless, everyone in between. Today, I'm blessed to be connecting with a gentleman. Let's just say he is considered a catch. He is a sought after companion for many, very successful, a lot going for him. And we're going to have a conversation. There's so many people, and particularly women, that really struggle at the end of a relationship and being unable to hear no, it's done, or move on. I felt like it would be valuable to have just a real world exchange from a man of God who's also very compassionate. So how are you today?
I'm great.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to share. So the question I have for you, and this is a real world program, so I want to keep it real. I've known you for a long time. We've been friends for a while, and you are considered in your community and the world in general a catch, high profile person. A lot of people want to be in your circle, women in particular. So you're seasoned in the area of relationships and navigating that terrain. And what I'd like to ask you is this. What advice do you have for women in particular when that relationship is over? I mean, maybe someone you really were into, maybe you thought they were the one and it just doesn't work out. What encouragement and advice would you have?
Well, I would first want to say that it's humbling to be considered a catch. I think when you grow up, you just want to be successful. You want to be impactful in society. You want to leave a mark. So for people to see that as something that's interesting and something that they're attracted to and want to be with, that's a very humbling position to be in. And as I mature, you become more selective in who you want to be around, who you want around you. Because you want to make sure you all are equally yoked. You want to make sure that you all have some things in common and, common interests or common goals. So, I think as I mature, the sooner I find out the person's not a good match for me, I want to let them know, because the mistake that a lot of men do is we lead people on, we lead women on, and we, use them, manipulate for things that we want, and yet we know in our hearts that that's not the person for us. So as you mature, hopefully, age means maturity, but not all the time. You can be mature at 18, you can be mature at 25, you can mature at 50. That happens at different points in people's lives based on experiences, based on their relationship with God, I feel. And so as I mature, I'm like, look, if it's not working out, or I see it's not working out, one, I have a conversation, hey, because it may be something that can be fixed, and if it's not able to be fixed, then I'm like, okay, maybe you were in my life, or I was in your life for a season. Maybe we were in each life for a reason that was short term. And so once we realize, hey, this isn't working out, I think it's best for both parties to move on. And granted, it may take a woman a little longer to move on than men, because you all are more emotional. You all are more attached. Sometimes not. This is not general. And so, after you have that conversation and say, hey, this isn't working out, and we think we control timing, but I feel like that's God's piece. All we can do is prepare ourselves for a relationship. But if it's not working out, I would say, hey, this isn't working out. We might as well. And I always want to put out the friendship, because you can never know when a friendship is going to be, something that you can lean on or rely on. And so I always say, hey, especially if I've invested time into you, because time is something I don't get back. And so, that's probably the most valuable resource. So I'm like, hey, if this isn't working out, let's be friends. And some women take it well, some don't. The ones that don't take it well, I'm like, look, the quicker you are in that relationship, the quicker God can prepare you or help you get prepared for the right person that's coming in your life. But the longer you hold on to the wrong person, the longer you are in waiting mode, the longer you are in terms of, hey, I got to fix these things about me, or I got to work on these things about me, I got to manage these things about me, in order to be prepared for the next person, or the right person, I should say, for me. And so some women don't get it. And so if you allow a man to use you by you coming back, and then they're like, look, no, and then you say, hey, I'll do this, or a man is going to take that. Yeah. A lot of men are going to take that from you. Yeah. And so they're going to use you, and you have to take ownership in that as well, because you allowed yourself to be used. That's when a man told you, hey, I don't want you anymore, this isn't working out, and they're not being mean, they're not being flippant, they're not, trying to hurt you, they're being honest with you, but you're not taking it right. You feel like, hey, I can change his mind, I can work on him. But when a man is not into you, he is not into you. And you have to accept that. The quicker a woman accepts that rejection, or however she feels it is, the quicker she can move on and be ready for the person who is right for her. It's
true. I've been on both sides, and I've been on the receiving end of someone like it does not feel good. Rejection does not feel good. But I always say, look, man's rejection, as in a man or a woman, is God's protection. And you need to discipline yourself, go to God, cry, eat your ice cream, whatever needs to happen to hear that. Because one thing my grandfather always said, and you echo this, when a man is done with you, he's done. Now, he'll take a nugget here or there. You know what I mean? But especially if you're looking to be the one and you're hanging out. I've had so many women. He was with me for 8 years, 10 years, and I left. He said he didn't want. Now he's married a year later. Yes. Because he didn't want it.
Right. You kept pushing yourself on him. You kept thinking, hey, I can buy him. I can do things for him, and he'll want me. Those are not things that's going to make a man want you. He wants you. He should want you spiritually, first and foremost. He should want you, in terms of relationship. You all should have a mental connection. You all should have, a physical connection in terms of, hey, we enjoy doing some of the same things. We enjoy being around each other, and a man knows when he sees it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember my brother used to tell me, when you meet the one, you'll know. And I used to always be like, what do you mean you'll know? But it's a true statement. When you meet the person you want to be with, you'll feel it in your spirit. You'll want to do right by this person. You'll be wanting to protect this person. You'll have good communication with this person. And not saying things won't come about, because as long as we're on this earth, we're going to have problems that we got to figure out, but that'll be the person that you want to say, hey, no matter what we go through, I want to be with this person. And so, I just want to, tell women, the quicker you are to release it, the quicker you are to forgive yourself, forgive him, and move on, the better it is and you'll be better off in the next relationship.
Your wisdom, you're sharing so much profound wisdom. Can you say in our last minute here, can you say a little bit about the back and forth, makeup, breakup? What do you feel that's signaling?
So a lot of times women do that. Hey, he doesn't want me. Let me wait a couple weeks, or let me wait a month. Hey, now we back together. And a lot of times the man doesn't want to hurt your feelings, and be rude or be, angry about it. So he'll let you back in for a week or so, let you back in for a month, but really he's not giving you his all. Yeah. He's only giving you a portion of himself, whether it's physical, whether it's, hey, all right, while we together. But as soon as she leaves, I'm trying to find the one. And so, and some of those, like you said, some of those relationships last 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. And then like a woman realizes, hey, he just got married the year after. He was working on somebody else while you steady trying to come back. And instead of you wasting 8, 9, 10 years, because like I said, time is something we don't get back. That's why I said it's the most important resource that we have, that we can give to somebody, and we only should give it to people who mean something to us, who we value, you know what I'm saying, in our lives. And so you don't get that back, because once time is gone, it's gone.
I appreciate your wisdom. I know that so many people are going to be encouraged. I thank you, my friend. I appreciate your time, and this will help a lot of folks.
Oh, thank you for having me, and I appreciate you thinking of me.